He is an Alvin Kamara clone with like 4.3 speed.
Holy Batman. On today's video, we're diving into how the Kansas City Chiefs absolutely crushed the 2025 NFL Draft and their undrafted free agent signings to make their roster even more dangerous. We're talking elite picks, hidden gems, and one name that's got everyone buzzing, Brashard Smith. We'll break down why ESPN's Louis Riddick is calling him an Alvin Kamara clone. Stick around because this is going to be a fun one. Thanks for watching All Chiefed Up. We're back with another video, so let's freaking go.
You're listening to All Chiefed Up.
So let's set the stage here. The Kansas City Chiefs coming off of a tough but 15-2 season where they fell short in the Super Bowl. They knew they had to address some key weaknesses. Pass protection was a glaring issue, with Patrick Mahomes facing pressure on over 40% of his dropbacks against Philly. The defensive line needed some juice, and the running back room, well, it lacked the explosive game-changing spark. Enter GM Brett Veach, Andy Reid, and the rest of the staff. You already know the haul. Left tackle Josh Simmons, defensive tackle Omar Norman-Lott, edge rusher Ashton Gelati, cornerback Noel Williams, wide receiver Jalen Royals, linebacker Jeffrey Bossa, and running back Brashard Smith. This class is all about the trenches and playmakers. Simmons, a first-round steal despite a 2024 knee injury, could lock down left tackle, protecting Patrick Mahomes' blind side for the rest of his freaking career. Norman-Lott and Gelati, well, they add pass rush pop to a D-line that lost Turk Wharton and Derek Nottie. And Noel Williams, he's a freaking ball hawk that could find himself in that cornerback rotation, as well as being a special teams ace. But let's be real here. Chiefs Kingdom, you're hyped about the freaking offense. And no one's generating more buzz than 7th round draft pick running back Brashard Smith from SMU. This guy's a Swiss Army knife, and he's got analysts like Louis Riddick dropping some serious praise. Brashard Smith, selected pick 228 after a trade-up with the New England Patriots, is the definition of a late-round gem. Let's break down why he's so special to the Chiefs. Smith is a 5'10", 180-pound dynamo. He played wide receiver for 3 years at Miami, very well might I add, before switching to running back at SMU in 2024. The result? A monster freaking season! 1,337 rushing yards, 39 receptions for over 300 yards, and 18 total touchdowns. Oh, and he ran a blazing 4.38 40-yard dash at the combine. This guy's speed and versatility scream Andy Reid's offense. Now here's where it gets juicy. On May 15th, ESPN's Louis Riddick went on NFL Live and dropped a bombshell comparison that's got Chiefs fans buzzing.
Keep an eye on this kid, Brashard Smith from SMU, who they drafted in the 7th. He is an Alvin Kamara clone with like 4.3 speed. They have got a lot of things going on right now in Kansas City. Hey, man, they may have addressed their issues as good as anybody.
An Alvin Kamara clone? Are you kidding me? That's high praise. Let's unpack this just a little bit. Alvin Kamara, the Saints star, is a 5-time Pro Bowler known for his dual threat ability. He had 1,100 yards rushing and 466 receiving yards in 2024 alone, and he's already out of his prime. Like Kamara, Smith's a former receiver turned running back with elite speed and hands. At SMU, Smith caught 39 passes, showing he can be a weapon in the passing game, just like Kamara. Alvin Kamara's game is all about explosiveness and versatility, qualities Smith brings in spades. The Chiefs' current backs, Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, are solid but lack that big play speed. And Elijah Mitchell, they signed him in free agency. He has potential, but he hasn't played a full season since 2021. Brashard Smith's 4.3 speed and return skills could make him RB3 or even push for more snaps. Riddick's not alone on the hype either. Kyle Krabs of the 33rd team called Smith a speedy talent with amazing instincts who's raw but has massive upside with Mahomes throwing to him. And Chief Scout Jason Lamb highlighted Smith's kick return ability, especially with the NFL's new 2025 kickoff rules favoring more returns.
What is it about Brashard that stands out to you?
Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive athlete. You see the quickness, you see his speed. I mean, running a 4.3. So, I mean, just his overall athleticism and the dynamic ability he brings playing, being a former receiver, playing running back for the first time. this guy, when you get the ball in his hands, he makes big plays happen. So it's a lot of fun to watch.
What about special teams? What kind of attributes could he contribute to special teams?
Yeah, so that's another thing that's probably, a thing with him that kind of makes him stand out is his ability to, as a kick returner, he's been pretty productive doing that. So I know our coaches here are pretty excited to see him in that role as well.
With touchbacks now at the 35-yard line, explosive returners like Smith could flip field position. He's not guaranteed a roster spot, but his skill set fits Andy Reid's system like a glove.
Oh yeah, right off the rip, I'm getting that leather and tobacco vibe and that bourbon vanilla. This stuff right here, straight fire, baby. You work hard, you play hard, and we know Chiefs Kingdom cheers hard. And when you do that, it's obvious you work up a little stank. I mean, come on, we're stinky humans who survive on barbecue and Patrick Mahomes highlights. But you don't always want to be at musty level 10. We don't. We're trying to smell nice. And for us, it's this right here, Mando, baby. You wake up, you shower, you start your day, but eventually you start to get a little, ripe. You catch a whiff and you just pray nobody else is offended by your stank bubble. You don't have to walk around smelling like Bigfoot's. Grab yourself some Mando full body deodorant or some Mando whole body deodorant spray. They even have whole body deodorant cream. You have no reason to stink. We absolutely love Mando, and that's why we partnered with them to bring their goodness to you. Look, we're super big into fragrances and colognes, and this stuff smells fantastic. This is bourbon leather, and it smells incredible. There's so many reasons to love it. It's safe to use for your pits, to your balls, to your big old disgusting filthy feet. It was created by an actual doctor who wanted to stop the misdiagnosis and mistreatment of odors. Mando is clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours. And no, that doesn't mean you can be a degenerate piece of and not shower for real. It helps with odor. It doesn't perform miracles. There's 4 scents. This bourbon leather here is fantastic. They also have Clover Woods, Mount Fuji, and Pro Sport scent. So do you want to try America's #1 whole body deodorant formula? Of course you do. You can find them at Walmart, Target, and other retailers across the country. But for the best deals, go to shopmando.com. You can pick up a Mando starter pack. It's absolutely perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like a mini body wash or deodorant wipes, and you get free shipping. Free shipping is huge. I've been known not to order $100 worth of stuff because I didn't want to pay $10 for shipping. But this is what I want to offer to the ACU crew because you guys are special. New customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% of your starter pack when using our code ACU to shopmando.com. That's SHOPMANDO.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. And if you don't love it, they'll give you a full refund up to 60 days later. That's how confident Mando is that your balls won't stink. Go to shopmando.com and use code ACU to get 40% and free shipping off your Mando starter pack. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence head to toe with Mando. Thanks for Mando for sponsoring this video. We got some Mando action quite literally for that ass. Get it up in there. Those butt cheeks, baby.
Now let's talk undrafted free agents. The Chiefs signed 19 UDFAs, and while not all will make the roster, a few do stand out. Per reports, they added offensive tackle Asa Poe from Washington State, a developmental lineman dubbed as a UDFA to watch by PFF. They also signed wide receiver Elijah Badger, who spoke at rookie minicamp and brings speed to the return and receiving game. And we can't forget that tight end that reminds us a little bit of Travis Kelce. We're talking about Jake Brenningstool from Clemson. These signings show Veach's knack for finding late talent. Poe could be a practice squad stash, while Badger's 4.36 40 time adds another wrinkle to special teams and the receiving core. And you can't forget about Jake Brenningstool. This kid got everybody excited at rookie minicamp with his pass catching ability and reminding them a little bit of a guy we all know and love named Travis Kelce. So how did these moves improve the Kansas City Chiefs? First, the offensive line is stronger with Simmons and UDFA Poe adding depth. Mahomes should have more time to work his magic. Second, the defensive front, Norman Lott, Gelati, and even UDFA signing Kosiah Izzard bring more pass rush juice for Steve Spagnuolo's scheme. Third, the skill positions, led by Smith and Royals, give Andy Reid more toys. And don't sleep on special teams either. Smith and Badger could transform that unit. Chiefs Kingdom, the 2025 NFL Draft and UDFA class have reloaded this Chiefs roster for yet another Super Bowl run. Brashard Smith just might be that secret weapon, and if Riddick is right, we got the next Alvin Kamara in red and gold. What do you guys think? Will Smith make the 53-man roster and shine in his rookie season? Let us know down in the comments now. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with a friend. We'll see you next time. Go Chiefs!